I'm Peter Schremer, and I'm a wildlife filmmaker and television host. I have a real passion for connecting kids with the natural world, and I've been doing that for a long time, in person and through the media. One of the series I have is for the Smithsonian Channel called Critter Quest. It's a hands-on nature show for kids that helps kids interact with their environment and get to know the wildlife in their area. The reason I'm here at the American Conservation Film Festival is for the premiere of my new TV special for Smithsonian Channel, Creatures of the Lagoon. It's an hour TV special that is about the study that's being done by the Smithsonian down in the Indian River Lagoon in Florida. And it's a really fascinating place. It's the most biodiverse estuary in North America, where fresh water is mixing in with the ocean water. And there's a lot of great wildlife down there. Well, I was here at the American Conservation Film Festival once before at the premiere of Critter Quest for Smithsonian Channel a few years ago, and that was a lot of fun. Critter Quest is a hands-on nature show for kids, and it's on DVD and still being aired on the channel if you want to check it out. Being an independent filmmaker is a lot of fun. I essentially work for myself, but I'm always coming up with ideas of new projects and concepts of how to connect people with nature. What are some interesting stories? What are the cool places I can show people and the animals that need our help? And so it's a lot of fun to interact with refuge managers and research scientists and just everyday citizens who are trying to make a difference for wildlife, and then go experience those creatures in those different places and bring those to you and share that with you as an encouragement of what we can do to make a difference. So Creatures of the Lagoon is about the Smithsonian Research Station and the Smithsonian Marine Exhibit down in Fort Pierce, Florida. These two institutions down there work together, one being a research center going out into the lagoon and studying and monitoring the health of the environment and the creatures that live there, and the Marine Exhibit being a public venue to showcase the habitats and creatures that live in that place. So every single tank inside this aquarium is made up to be a specific habitat that you can find outside in the lagoon itself. Hard bottom, mangrove, seagrass, it's all there. And you get to see it up close before going out and checking it out for yourself. And so in the film, we visit the aquarium and look through the different tanks, and through learning about these creatures, we then go out into the field and find them for ourselves and talk about what the research is that's going on here, what are the environmental factors that are challenging the health of the ecosystem and the animals that live there. So it's really a lot of fun to go around with the scientists, see what it takes to figure out some of this stuff, and learn about the challenges that are facing the wildlife down in Florida and what we can do to help. Well, I want to invite you to come out to the American Conservation Film Festival this Saturday at 12 p.m. because that's when Creatures of the Lagoon is premiering. And I'll be there to introduce the film, talk a little bit about the backstory and how this film came about and what we were trying to accomplish. And then after watching, talk a little bit more about how scientists are researching creatures in the benthos, the mud and the dirt down in the lagoon, and how we can be looking for animals in the dirt right around us. And I'm going to take kids outside, and we're going to take a look and see what animals we can find under logs and rocks right around the premises here, and see what creatures and wildlife live right in the dirt, right outside.
All right, my name is Mark Terry. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I specialize in environmental and conservation themes. I'm here at this year's festival with a new film called The Polar Explorer. And this film takes me across the Northwest Passage with a team of polar scientists from an organization known as ArcticNet. And we're studying climate change and exploring new areas of the Arctic that were previously inaccessible, but are now accessible because of the melting sea ice. I've been making documentary films for over 20 years now, and last year I had a wonderful experience here at the festival. I showcased a film called The Antarctica Challenge, A Global Warning. Now, that particular film was the only one invited by the United Nations to screen to world leaders attending the climate change conference in Copenhagen, you might remember. Screening the film here was a great experience. We actually won an award. We won the Audience Choice Award, and I was very, very honored by that and very pleased. So this year I was invited to bring my new film here, so I'm looking to have another great experience at the festival. I'm here at the American Conservation Film Festival this year with a new film called The Polar Explorer. And this film takes me across the Northwest Passage in the Arctic with a team of polar scientists from ArcticNet. And we're actually doing research on climate change in the Arctic, and also making some new discoveries in previously inaccessible areas. So it's a film of exploration as well as discovery. Now, there's something different this year that will allow local residents of Shepherdstown and West Virginia to actively participate in my next project. The project's called the Film Climate Report, and we've been invited by the United Nations Environment Program to bring the findings of climate scientists from around the world to the Climate Change Conference this year in Durban, South Africa. And what we're trying to do is bring students and young people to interview their local scientists and researchers in the field of climate research, and do a quick little interview, just a minute or so, and upload it to YouTube. And then from there we're going to download it and string them all together and present that to the world leaders at this conference. It's a very exciting opportunity. And to find out more, please visit our website at youthclimatereport.org and find out how your interview can be seen by world leaders.